can pick up these figures and so much more at safariltd.com and at amazon.com/safariltd. And you can use coupon code BIONIC to get 15% off of your order. Who's Spino Dude Reviews?
Hello and welcome to a super hype frickin' Safari unboxing, yo. Package just got here, so we're gonna go open it up. How are you today, dear? So we're filming this down here because upstairs is messy with cleaning supplies for the animals. And we're also running fans up there because it's pretty hot. So anyhow, yeah, this is a pretty big batch. This is pretty exciting. Much like Aid and Kikizilla recently posted, and so did David Spino Dude, both posted fairly big Safari unboxings, so I'm joining the bandwagon. And I think I beat both of them. I think there's 9 figures in here, which I think is like the top amount, so we're going to look at them all. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is overwhelming. Where do I start? Okay, first of all, we have the Dunkley Osteus. There's a lot of figures in here that are not super new, but are just figures from Safari that I've really wanted for a while, so I'm finally picking them up. The Dunkley Osteus is a prime example. It looks really cool. I have seen it in person before. Another one I've seen in person before is the Postasuchus. I'm really excited for this one. It looks really nice. We also have the Vagaceratops. Penny, why are you moving around? I just question her very movement because she never moves. Okay, on to some 2020 stuff. We have the Shringosaurus and the Sarcosuchus. Here we have the Dimorphodon, which is an interesting kind of obscure figure from a few years back. I think this came out the same year. This is the Elasmosaurus. And now, finally, we only have 2 left. We have, I'm going to save that one for last. We have the big boy of the group, the 2019 Spinosaurus. I was not prepared for its size. I knew it was going to be pretty big, but I still wasn't prepared. Its head is just a lot bigger than I imagined it, and some of its proportions. It looks really neat, though. I'll have to get it out of the bag and take a closer look, decide what I actually think of it. And finally, we're going to shut this window, because there's a plane now. So I didn't realize my memory card was almost completely full. So that's great. Anyhow, we only missed a little bit. There was a bag that's much bigger than my other Safari bag and much nicer material, so that is dope. And there's also a magazine-sized catalog for last year, 2019. And then the final figure in the box is the Mothman, which I actually wanted the Bigfoot more at first out of the cryptids because I'm from Washington and the Pacific Northwest, and it seemed appropriate, but Aiden, Kikizilla 101, got this figure and was just over the moon about it and was talking to me about it a lot. So he basically convinced me to get it, and yes, it does look very cool. So anyhow, I'm going to move you now, and we're going to look at these a little more close up. So obviously we're going pretty chill and pretty low tech today, so sorry if the quality is, you know, marginally, completely terrible compared to usual, but it's just how it is. So the first figure I want to get out of their bag is the Sarcosuchus. Yeah, I'm already liking this a lot more just because it's smaller. The overall size I just expected to be very different, and proportionally I expected it to be quite different. It's not as like chubby looking as I thought it would be. Next up we have the Dunk. How can I, there, come on bag. There we go. I was tearing it at the wrong point because I'm a genius. The Dunk looks very, very cool. This is my first figure of this animal. I don't have any other Dunkley Osteus figures, so that's kind of interesting. Next up, let's do the Shringosaurus because it's here. So, oh, this one has a little, like, oh, that was a pop. Let's get it out. Let's see, some of them have had some kind of messed up toes. Mine looks all right, though. I think mine has fared just fine. Okay, yeah, he looks pretty neat. Is his eye... His eyes don't have pupils. Are they all pupilless? I don't know if that's normal or not.
As it turns out, no. No, it is not.
Next up, we have the Vagaceratops. That is... oh, dude. Dude. Next up, we have the big swimming mans. Here's Big Swimming Mans. There you go. You've probably seen a ton of this figure, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it in this video, even though we'll review it in the future. Here we have the Elasmosaurus. This is a figure you probably haven't seen much of at all because it's very obscure, all things considered. And oh, I didn't even notice he has like a whole tray for his entire body. That's amazing. Next up, we have the Postasuchus, which is one that my friend Caesar, otherwise known as Artsy Dilo on the YouTubes, has recommended to me quite heavily for some time. Dino Man Eric is also a big fan of this figure, so I'm glad I finally have it, and it looks really neat. I've seen it plenty of times in person before, but it has been a while. Next up, we have the Dimorphodon, which also has a full body tray. That's pretty awesome. All right, yeah, I'm digging it. So finally, let's take a look at the Mothman, which is the one that I sort of have, I've predicted that it'll be my favorite out of the whole group, but I don't know. Oh, it's pretty epic. Dude, the eyes on this boy. And that face, the design and the detail and everything is so unique. Well, that is about it for this video. I've already gone long enough. That is a lot of plastic. That's a lot of box. And that's a lot of plastic there, but superior plastic to packing material. So anyhow, I will be reviewing each and every one of these at some point. I don't know where I'm going to start, and it's going to take me a while to get through it all, but should be fun. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. There's Penny. She is totally blown out because of my exposure settings, because she's a god.